Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Queen's Wish. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it chose to join me today in the northern area of the Ukatish lands. Let's look at the map over here, or the Ukat. That's how it's said. We're going to Fort Darklen, or Darkven. I don't remember, but that's where we're going. It might not be pronounced like that. It could be like Darkfen. Either way, we have houses over here. We have people as well, although we talked to some of them in the last episode. And in the last episode, I think it was, that I also said that the swamps are actually very good at preserving creatures, and dead creatures and stuff like that. And I couldn't look it up while I was on camera. I did look it up, but I couldn't find anything about it. And then I went back off camera, obviously. I went back and actually looked into that and trying to pin down where I had heard about it. And I remembered where I heard about it. And I went and checked, and yes. Keith Ballard, who's a geologist and also a Let's Player, he has a Dark Souls 3 Let's Play. He has a couple of them. And when he gets to the swamp area, because the Dark Souls 3 has a bunch of swamp areas, he actually says that bodies are preserved in the swamp. And he's a lot more insightful about it because he knows what he's talking about, and I don't. So, yeah, that is true. This swamp here is magically, which is totally fine, by the way. It's totally fine. It is magically responsible for the destruction of all the bodies that are put in it. But I don't remember if the game points out that it's magic, but you can just write it off as magic because obviously it's a bunch of ghosts, so it makes thematic sense that it would eat up all the bodies and stuff like that. But that's contrary to how swamps work, which is really where I was coming from when I said what I said about the swamps in the previous episode. It was just sort of like a curiosity because I probably even said it's funny because it's the opposite. Although sometimes I say it's funny when I'm really mocking the game. In that particular case, I wasn't mocking the game because it's all magic. It's fantasy as well, so I mean the laws of physics that make it so that swamps don't consume bodies, those laws of physics are the same in this setting, but still. Anyway, you approach the ruins of a Havenite fort. Must be, this is where I'm make fun of the game for. It must be Fort Darkven. This happens consistently, and it drives me up the wall. There are soldiers and workers by the east gate. When you get close, you're surprised and relieved to see that they are Havenites as well. General Ajax was able to slip a considerable force into Ukatish lands, sort of rendering your whole preoccupation with getting your army up through the pass completely pointless. Because they're already here. Along with tools and supplies, you can give the order to rebuild this fort now. But not in that dialogue. Oh, I need to go over here. Hello, everybody. What is up? Nothing is up. Everything is down. You approach this camp, isolated in the deep reaches of the Ukat. There are a bunch of Haven soldiers huddled together outside a ruined fort, enduring the unpleasant climate. One rises and approaches you and kneels. He says,
"I am Chief Torvik. We were sent from the West Battalion to reclaim Fort Darkven. We just need the order."
His voice is calm and bland, as if he hasn't noticed that he is dripping wet and freezing cold. He also has hands up, which is not common. This is not a normal portrait. Were they all like that? I didn't notice the portraits of the chiefs or whatever. He's definitely a chief. I didn't notice that they had differently designed portraits, because these are computer generated. These are hand painted, I'm pretty sure. I mean, these are also hand painted, but it's like a mixture of hand painting and computer generation and stuff like that. How did you get here?
General Ajax gave us the order. After the ships dropped the battalions off here, they stayed around.
The general used them to sneak. Oh no, he says
the general used them to sneak us back here.
Have any problems? Question mark. Which in speech is a little bit more forgiving, or more for. I can forgive it in direct speech, but not in he gives a little shrug.
Their Ganel clan to the south doesn't like us. They are fairly violent. They have not
been a concern. His casual, unruffled air is remarkable. Okay. Yeah, get to work then. Torvik turns and says in a calm, quiet voice,
It is time to begin work.
The bedraggled soldiers and craftfolk give a hearty cheer, and then they pour into the ruins of Fort Darkven, and immediately, in the span of a couple of minutes, because that's in-game minutes every time, like, I don't know how many minutes we pass every time we move, but I'm gonna say it's like 1 minute. And here we are, everything is fine, and Fort Darkven is ready to go. Now, this is very important, because we have smithies. Warning, your resource upkeep costs will now exceed your resource income. Your face will now exceed my resource income. Shut up. You visit the blacksmith. Here you can buy... Yes, I can. And now I can install and augment runes, which is fine, actually. Let's buy something. So I can buy a weapon. Now, yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. We have access to everything. Hell yeah. And I can buy armor, arcane weapons, helmets, all the things. All of the things... Let's get ready for this. I also probably want... I want to change you. Because Terrence doesn't have any cultural skills over here. And I could do that at no expense, really, because the experience is shared. But I don't feel like it. Terrence has stayed with us for a while. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it. So, how do I do this? Edit party, Terrence. Remove from party. Oh, I'm gonna need to murder people, ain't I? Oh, no, I have silver. Wait. Silver? Who are you? I forgot about you. Okay. And here's my problem. It's probably not gonna be a huge problem. Let's just reload. It's probably not going to be a huge problem, but it is a bit of a problem. It's that there's a bunch of stuff. So, let's see. Well, let's take care of that in a little bit. First off, let's just explore this thing. We're going to be doing a little bit of fast traveling in a little bit, but let's not worry about it for right now. What I'm concerned about is, indeed, our upkeep. That's why I'm concerned about it. Okay, let's reload again. So what do I want? Yeah, so that iron over there needs to be used. It absolutely needs to be used. So we have a weaving room, and there it is. So we have extra weaving rooms and apothecary, so we need to put these down. Well, actually, we don't need to put them down before the upkeep comes up. But mill, distillery, I don't have an extra one. But we're going to put the distillery down. Or we're not gonna put it down. We're gonna build it, but in a little bit. So let's just explore, as I was saying, and the upkeep will get done before we start putting down all the buildings and whatnot. There we go. And of course that costs money, but you know, whatever. Oh. Yeah, these don't matter, do they? No. I think we're good. Okay. Can I put anything up here? That doesn't look like I can put anything up there. Do I not get any free things? Or any more free things? I do get some free things. Only one, though. Okay, it's good enough. So what we're doing is we're going to build that. We're going to go inside. That's not what it is. We're putting the weaving room in here. I want a new cowl, a bigger backpack, thank you very much. And then the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. What really doesn't matter is the fact that I have so many of them. So maxed out 3 of them. That's kind of unbelievable, honestly. But I like it. It's not unbelievable, it's just my goal. I am the bad. I am the bad person. All of that person. Ooh, okay, these are better. Yeah. So I did a bad thing. So I want one of my flasks containing a different potion. That's all the good things there. Okay, yeah. So basically, I bought about the thing rather than putting it down, which is counter to what I was trying to do in the first place. Okay, so that's taken care of. And we definitely don't have iron because we're losing it. We're getting out of here. But, what am I doing first? What am I doing first? Oh, yeah. We're going to our fort over here. So, mill and distillery. I need to put the distillery in here. Does this have free spots that I have not used? Yeah, some of them have 2 free spots. This one does, for example. It's good, it's good. Haven will return. Haven is here already, dude. Okay, and this means that I can put the distillery, and that is... I can have a drink and whatnot. It's good enough. We don't need to worry about that. And now it's all about, again, the iron. But at least we have a lot of stuff that iron that is required, or that iron is required for. And we have it unduly, I should say, because I'm basically using up the iron before I can spend it in the weekly resource thing. Hiccups, I'm sorry. Which means I'm basically, you know, sort of, it's a little bit of an exploit. A little bit. It's not, you know, it's fine. So why am I here? Well, there's a lot of reasons. I have a call. And also, don't you dare. Oh my god. Yeah, they always have that. That's a shame. Yeah, we're gonna talk to our family. It's Sutter. His cheery voice emerges from the portal, instantly grating on your nerves. Jeff, I just got a report. You got through some wall somewhere and entered Ducatish lands. Nicely done. We need a report. Not the one that I just got. What were the conditions of their defenses? I'm not going to report to you. Shut up. Sutter is irritated. Jeff, you are intentionally holding information that we need. Even for you, that is petty and dangerous. We need that knowledge. Because you didn't help me, I will now not help you. Go off and think about what you did. Oh, that is so good. Sutter is now my favorite character. He didn't talk to me anymore. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. Hey, Chief Miranda, what's up? A soldier is chained up in Miranda's office. With a sinking heart, you note that he is from Haven. Chief Miranda says, "This is Birch." And then she sighs. What is the problem here? She says, Birch here has been serving near Ukatish lands for several years, and then he decided to thank Haven for returning to Sacramentum by inciting a mutiny. I'll tell my story. Oh no, Birch says, I'll tell my story. Talk, Birch. Birch stands up straight. Thank you, Prince. While Haven was away, our commanders ran out of gold to pay us. Yet we served loyally. Then Haven returned, but they didn't bother to bring gold for us. Thus we refused our orders. We want our pay. And so there's a mutiny? Yes, with respect. We're very respectful on our mutiny. Definitely. That's how that works at all, ever. For sure. Absolutely. We have and also pride. We just have, it's a lot of pride that we have. We have waited a long time. We fought back Ukat bandits and Mirelings for years. Our back pay adds up to 100 gold coins, which I will distribute fairly. We want pay. Mutinies are bad. Very bad. They're bad. What does the law say, Chief Miranda? Because I am tempted to do the opposite of what the law says. Or maybe not. We'll see. Because the law here being the queen. If a prince was not here, the penalty would be death. Wow. The penalty for effectively striking. They're effectively striking. That's what they are doing right now. But I think they're effectively striking. I'm not sure if they're, killing our soldiers or something like that. That feels like it's a little bit overboard in regards to I don't get paid, so I will work even harder and more dangerous because, you're fighting. That's your job, fight. But also you're fighting people who are very well equipped and are not people like Mirelings. Miranda, why can't we pay them? I can't control what your mother sends from Haven. I'm sure gold is coming. It's just not here yet. Troops and supplies were more important. And Birch snorts. Was it more important? That sounds like bad imperialism to me. Just saying. That sounds like bad imperialism. If I know my imperialism, they send gold first. That's what they do. The lining pockets of people is more important, especially for a small country like Haven, as a capital of an empire. The standard empty. Oh, Birch snorts. The standard empty promises. I've made a decision. Birch stands at attention, sure that you will give justice. I will, and money as well. Take Birch back and have him executed. Take the back pay will be paid. Also, take him back and have him executed. Tell the mutineers that they will be spared if they return to service. They will be paid when they are paid. That is correct. They will indeed be paid when they are paid. And Haven will pay its debts. The back pay will be paid. The paid. Release Birch. That's the one I'm going with. Miranda releases Birch. He kneels. Thank you, Prince. I admire your wisdom. And also your money. We will fight well for you. I suppose it's his money, not my money. Miranda snorts quietly, which is incredible, as he leaves. Some of us were actually loyal. Well, more you the fool, then, that you were loyal. More you the fool, Chief Miranda. You just get your money and shut up. Anyway, I'm here because I need to come back here. Look at all this. Look at all that. Yeah. That is way too much. Like, oof, wow. That is, wow. There's a lot of this. And it's just, Double clicks? No. So we're gonna do this. Can I double? I can't double click or shift click or anything. I think I can double click on these. Right click. You can't equip this item. Yes. Oh, you can't even put it over there. That's curious. Yeah, this doesn't work as smoothly as I would want, but it works well enough. So, what am I doing, apart from, you know, creating more work for me? I am gonna respec. I'm not really gonna respec. I'm just gonna change the way our inventories work, because I have been growing worried about the fact that we basically don't have space for any of this. Why does clicking not work sometimes? I don't get that. Okay, also this makes too much noise, so let's just quiet it down a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be augmenting things. Finally. Which means that I could even play the game on higher difficulties. And I will, actually, now that I... Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's change the difficulty back to hard. Did we start at hard? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely did. And then I learned my lesson fast enough. I say I'm respecing. We're not... Yeah, I'm not... We're not... We can't just remove the... There we go. We can't remove the skill points. We need to destroy our team members to get them to basically have the same skill points as they would have. Respect. I'm trying to figure out how to get party members. Oh, that's how it is. Okay, so Terrence goes away, and so does Anna. And in comes Silver and Anna. No, that is bad. That's how that works. Gotcha. Now, Silver, over here, who is a healer, or is going to be a healer. What do we have? Steel darts. Fires darts in a cone-shaped area, doing physical damage and causing bleeding. Also barbed lance. Fires a lance at a single foe, doing damage and causing bleeding, having bleeding as well. And vicious strikes gives all allies a 10% chance to cause bleeding with their attacks. That is amazing. 20%, in fact. Yeah, that is pretty good. I mean, it's not amazing, actually. Bleeding is completely useless, but still, it's pretty good. So, we're gonna need energy. Let's see. Plus 20% bonus to all healing. That's the one I want. We are also probably gonna need that. We'll worry about that in a little bit. Let's go with support first, because that's what we're focusing. Hiding Shadows, definitely want that. Inspiring Cry. Honestly, yeah. Probably want that. Let's see. Curing. It's probably going to be pretty important. We got speed. We got teleport. Teleports one character to a nearby spot. That's probably not bad. Is it better than curing? No. No, it isn't. Haste. It's a passive thing. Okay, that's actually pretty amazing. Disruption. Well, actually, this one would be fantastic to have for everybody. That's a pretty good high-level skill. It does require us to get a bunch of skills down here, but that is pretty good for everybody else. We got Disruption. Remove 6 turns of Blessing from enemy target. Okay, we don't need that. Healing Wave. We definitely need that. Restoring Rain. We also need that. Battle Frenzy. So we don't need the Inspiring Cry. See? I am bad. I am really bad. I am very bad. Okay. So. Silver. No. Terrence. Silver comes in. Got it. So. We need that. We need a couple of healings. A couple of that. Healing Wave. We need that. Most likely we need the haste. Teleport we don't. Silence. Oh yeah, cultural. We got a couple down here. Oh, maybe one of these is the thing that Vicious Strikes. I think so. That's the one that we have a ring for, or an artifact for, something like that. So it's pretty good. Heady's actually pretty good. I don't know that it goes up at level 3, but it's fine enough. Battle Frenzy, I use that every once in a while. Restoring Rain, I do use that. So I'm aiming to get more up there. So for right now, let's see. Majory, absolutely. And then Shock or Terror. Let's go with Terror for right now. Does that cause our curses? Yes, because this would be a curse. And then we want Energy too, as well. So, Call Bones. Just sounds like a good deal, honestly. And, Weakness. It is not a good deal. Maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I could do the Weakness instead of, like, 2 points of Weakness instead of 1 point of Call Bones. Let's see. We don't need anything over here, do we? I mean, that's a nice one to have, because it just adds health. And it allows me to use tier 1 armor. I don't actually know what we have. Miranda asked for me, does she? Well, it's good news. I don't know what we have in here. So these are our mage. This is our mage stuff. Magical damage, yeah, absolutely. And arcane gear and tier 1 weapon. Yeah, having higher. Honestly, having higher. That's all arcane gear, but having a higher bow would be interesting. So I'm thinking. Blinding Blow. We're going to need arcane items, though. So I'm going to need something up here. Increase your maximum... Oh, yeah, absolutely that. I don't know what's going on in my throat, right? It's good. It was a frog. It was a frog. Poison Rain, don't need that. Time Warp is an interesting one. I know I had it. Having another one over here would be good, but right now we don't need it. The thing is, she's going to attack with a bow a lot. So if I can get another up here, that would be fantastic. But not at this level. So what we're going to do is the next level up, we're going to get a point up here. So it's going to be Blinding Blow, and then we're going to have something else. Okay, that's pretty good. Next step, besides talking to Miranda, most likely. Next step is going to be to have our healing potions and to have our potions at the ready. So what are our potions looking like? 1 healing for everybody? That is really bad. Yeah, that is really bad. So we have battle potions. I don't think I need that too much. I'm gonna need to get better potions. But I think now we have maxed out the potion-making things, so we're going to be able to get something better. We only have 2, though, as far as I know. So we're going to need 2 potions, mostly probably for our mainliners. Those 2 potions are going to be important because they're going to be the ones to support our front line. Now, we have augments and runes. Now, as far as I can tell, those are basically the same thing. So I'm not 100% sure why they're called different things, but maybe that's one for weapons and another one is for armor or something like that. So we don't really need to worry too much about that. We have the null rock that is all sorts of weird. I can give it to you, and you're gonna keep it over there because we're maybe gonna need that. Chieftain's Fang. That is a good thing for you. Elixir Stone, because that's the Vicious Strikes thing. Elixirs, oh, that's yeah, you keep that. That's maximum energy. Nullity Necklace for extra mental resist. Physical armor. Bloodletting. Yeah, so those don't matter, and they weren't being used in the first place, as far as I can tell. So we have another augment over here. This is actually pretty important, because we're going to need to go through them, but we're going to worry about that later. Sure Shot Ring. This might be good for you, because he does a lot of damage, or hopefully he's going to do a lot of damage. Maximum energy, that doesn't really matter. And I think now we're getting into our previous equipment. Armor of the Woods. Our helmets. Physical Evasion. That's an interesting one. And a Vol Shield. A Brutal Band. Agriel Warbow. Yeah, because you can't use that. That's pretty important. That's pretty important. We could use it already. But that's pretty important to know. Okay. Let's see, what else? This is for maximum energy. And the Great Axe. It's a tier 2 weapon. It's not an amazing axe. It's just great. Yeah. We're gonna need to worry about that. We're gonna buy something better. So what I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna keep my buffs at the beginning of the inventory, so I can keep track of what's going on. Because this one is for blasting duration. It's probably going to be more important. Blast Horn for physical armor. That's pretty good. And also, I need to put these over here, because they're not going to stay there forever, but sure. We got extra bloodletting for a vicious barb. That's a charm as well. So, let's have you that. And a gruesome charm over here for poison resist. I mean, it's a charm. Maybe for you. Yeah, maybe for you. It's good enough. Then we have Vol Chainmail, and that is what Mario is using. And a War Axe, which is a crappy weapon. I didn't realize he had a crappy weapon. That's pretty important to know. Physical armor, extra, and a Vol Buckler. Fury Ring for extra physical. As well as critical chance. That's pretty interesting. And a crude bow. That is a really rubbish bow. But they do the job. It's mostly, like, it doesn't matter that much. Because most of the damage comes from your actual abilities. So, charms over here for Tower of Might. Now, are you the one that has Tower of Might? I mean, you probably are. Also, stun resist. Let's look at you. Tower of Might. You are the one that has Tower of Might. Good. It's not that difficult to find what we're looking for. Curse, duration, and bloodletting. You know what? Oh, no, that's not what you should have. You already have bloodletting, yes. And that's why you... Oh, the short shot ring. Critical chance better than hit chance? No. It isn't. So the short shot ring is not something that I am particularly interested in. Extra speed bonus is pretty amazing. That's a charm as well. And we have Okatish Breastplate. Why was I not using... Oh, because it sucks. Right. That is a really bad weapon. We also have another Augmenty, and these are going to come in handy. Or, it's not a bad weapon. It's a bad armor. It doesn't even have slots. I need to be careful about that. We really need to buy things that have slots in them. So I can't even upgrade it, as far as I can tell, anyway. The healing bonus... Oh, that's for you. That is for you. You have the Queen's Glory over here, Arcane Gear. And, now this is for healing bonus and blessing duration. That's for actual, yeah. Vicious Strikes are I'm just gonna have to give up on that. It's a good thing I didn't put just 1 point into Vicious Strikes, because it might be that there's no level 3, basically. It might be. So Shock Rune, Ring of Blessings is for Inspiring Cry. The thing is, I don't know that Inspiring Cry is the skill that I gave you. It's Battle Cry. Inspiring Cry is down here. Okay, it's good enough. I would like to have another extra point in Battle Cry, but we don't. That's fine enough. Let's see what else we have. So Inspiring Cry, we're not using it. The Charm for Curse Duration. I don't know who has the curses. I believe it would be you. But let's just put it over here. I don't know who has it. Physical Armor. Extra to hit chance. That's a rune. Okay. That's a charm. Extra healing bonus. Shielding Band. You don't have a Shielding Band, do you? No, you have Mage's Symbol. And then the rest of the stuff that we don't need to worry about because we're not making a choice at the moment. Extra to hit chance. That is definitely for you. Radiance and Mental Resist. I believe that is for you. I think she has Radiance. And I got a Glitter Stone that actually goes over here. So I have it at hand. Extra Blessing Duration is an interesting one over here. For extra magical damage. It's an interesting thing. If I had more blessings here for silver. But I don't. Anyway, that's our character's respect. And now we need to talk to Miranda. We also need to end the episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG. And this has been Queen's Wish. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.